Hi Mike, so if we just review today's lesson, we're obviously just talking about continue with the swing path and then looking at that hip movement, that lower body movement. So when you look at on the right hand side here, loads better with the initial takeaway, really nice wide movement, much better on plane there, a lot better at the top of the goal swing. So then we look at it from the top. This is a little bit where the issue came from today. So when we wind into that downswing, but a very weak movement forward into it, so the hips weren't really engaging the lower half, the shoulders and the top half was engaging, so it became quite weak into the shot there. So when we look at yourself doing that initial drill that we talked about with the baseball bat here, so we wind it up to the top of the swing, just get to this one, wind it up to the top of the swing, and we create a much different movement. So into the downswing, your body stays quieter, your hips and legs engage, so as I just said to you, high and right there. So the difference in the shape of your body in that position there where your arms and club are is huge, absolutely huge. So your lower half's leading it, your hips are opening up to the target. We create a much different position and movement into the golf ball, so a huge difference. So if we look at that in comparison to somebody like Goosen, so we wind him up to the top of the golf swing, his lower half engages first, the head and body stays back, and he really creates that shape with his body there. So a big difference. So when we look at you towards the back end of the lesson there, the difference here was phenomenal. So when we look at you from down the line here, in comparison to that first one down the line here, so we wind it up to the top of the golf swing on the right here in the first one, and the path of those hands were a lot different. So we wind up to the top here, and those hands really came over the top of the position they came up on. So when we look at you on the left hand side here, we wind you all the way up to the top here, a lot better. So the path of the hands are in a completely different movement. So into the downswing, we can drop them more back down the same line they've gone up on. There we go, loads better. Loads better. So the difference in the position of where your hands are left and right there is huge. Absolutely huge. So the angle of the shaft and where it is in relation to your body, big difference. A lot more from that inside and a much better, stronger position. So keep working on it, mate. Keep thinking of that baseball bat feeling. The great thing with that, it really set you on that inside on the way down there, so the hips and legs engaged. So that lower half really engaged into that downswing, kept the head back and the body back. Really got that club working into the ball from that inside. So good stuff today, mate. Keep working on it and we'll go from there.